So this is the website of OTracker, where you have an option to sign up, and you also have, once you get registered, you can sign in. And as we scroll down, you can see the OTracker video, which you have just seen it. And once you go further down, you have all the USPs of the product. Like we have geolocation. So when I say geolocation, if we type in an IP address of a country, it will populate all the attribute details, such as the name of the country, the internet service provider name and its address, and also the language along with currency. And we have geofencing. Geofencing is a unique feature. Like, if you, so if a business user or a brand wants to block any country from using their product, like they can block any users from the country. So if they feel that is suspicious, that is geofencing. And when you come down to heat maps is a quite popular feature, where we are tracking the amount of time spent by a user on every part of the screen, and also we're also capturing the navigation flow of the user, which will give a lot of insights to the brands and the business owners. And moving on to click frauds. Click fraud is something where OTracker would identify suspicious activity and block that IP address permanently. And also the business users and brands, they will have access to the logs, like which IP address have been blocked, so that they will be aware. And going further down, we have more modules like the location module, currency module, time zone, and the connection module. When I say connection module, that will show us the details of the internet service provider with its details, with its address details explicitly. And all these details that you are showing on that you're seeing on the screen, when we put in an IP address or a domain name, these attributes are populated on the screen. So I'll show you how they're populated once we dive into the product. And further, as we go down, we have so OTracker is powerful and scalable with good security features, and we have technical support around the clock. And as we go further down, and so here you can see the address of a US office and India office, and we have the frequently asked questions. I would just click on this, and you have all the basic questions on IP tracker with snippets for that. You can go through that, and going back to the home page again. So now I would sign in and show you the product. Yeah, so this is the landing page of a product. And as you can see, this is the first module, which is called as dashboard, where you have 4 placeholders. A single IP. Single IP is something where we would put in an IP address and domain name, and by default, you have already seen the tracking details of our IP address, like you get the domain name, the country name, the language, and the country flag. And also you can see a notification on the extreme right bottom corner. So this is showing us like how many number of users are being logged into this particular product at a given point of time. So I would quickly show you the functionality of this. So I put in a domain name like onpassive.com. And if you can all look at this tracking details with this country flag here. So
can we track Zoom or Google?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. We're going to hunt them down. So yeah, there it is, Google.
You have the IP address, you have the domain name, you have the country flag populated, and their details with Latin long. and also type in for Zoom.
.us.
Yeah.
Boom.
Details for Zoom.
So you see, can you scroll down below?
Yeah.
So do you see the ISP? Zoom, hosted by Amazon.
Yeah,
Internet provider, okay. Service provider, okay. So just a side note. So nobody is going to escape. We're going to grab them all, okay? Nobody is out of this baby. Boom! Take it away, Chandra.
Yeah, thanks, Ash. So moving on to the next placeholder, that is bulk IP. Here we can put 25 IPs at a time. I'm just going to, just give me a second. I'm going to do that for you. So this will, so I've put in 25 IP addresses, and it will take about 3 to 4 seconds for you to get the details. Just holding on. Here you go. And you have the tracking details of all this 25 IP addresses which I put in. As you scroll down, you can see the technical details like number 3, number 4, number 5, and so on. And also the other feature is we can also do a batch IP lookup. When we do a batch IP lookup,
what's the limit for the CSV file? When you import a file, what's the limit for that?
infinite.
So it is infinite, Ash.
Infinite. Of course it is Onpassive. Who am I talking to? Unlimited. Unlimited. 1 billion IP addresses, one file. It will let you where they are, one by one. Thank you.
Yeah. So moving on to country IP. Country IP has the similar functionality like single IP with a very less number of details, like a quick snapshot. I'll just put in an IP address. Okay, here you go. I've just put in an IP address, and you'll get a quick snapshot of all the details in regards to for which country it is. And the same thing for country bulk IP, where you can put in close to 25 IP addresses, and you'll get all the tracking details. And yeah, this is for the dashboard. So Sukriti will walk you through the remaining part of the product now.
Thank you, Chandra. Amazing. Yes, Sukriti, go ahead.
Hi, Ash. Hello, all.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'll take you through accounts as Chandra has done with the dashboard. So this account details will fetch you all the details of the owner who is owing the business. So you can see first name, last name, email address, all the details over here along with the zip code. As he's owing a business, so he will have the company name over here along with the tax ID and the company website. His URL will reflect over here. If he clicks on update, then he can edit all the details over here. Along with the profile image, he can change his avatar as well. So now come next to control panel. So here we are providing the API access key. Going forward, we will be having our subscription plans over here. So like standard, basic, platinum, all those plans will be having. So whichever plan the user is having it, so they can see it from this particular attribute. Going further down, if I click on tracking, then as you can see, it's continent, country, and there is a date range over here from where we can fetch details of number of logged in users as well as currently logged in users. So if I select Africa and any of the country from here, I'll select some date range. See, it is getting populated. It will get highlighted over here. So from this date to this date, 3 of the people, they came in, they logged in, and for the time being, there is no currently logged in users. Going further down, I do have statistics as one of the attributes as well. There are product names like whatever products we are presently having in Onpassive. So it's O accounting, as you can see. So it's providing you the day, it's hourly count it's showing. So if we stay over there for 10 seconds, see, it's getting refreshed as well. And same, it will happen for week. It will happen for month and year as well. So week, we are displaying it as 7 days. If I click on week, if you can see it from Friday and back 6 days as well. Month, it will show you the 30 days over here. Along with that, you can see year as well. And if I go through the visitors and the customers, so visitors are people who are having and coming are visiting our websites. And going forward, like as I mentioned to you in the earlier screen as well, that subscription plans, we will be having it. So people who are visiting and after a couple of days who will convert it into customers, like who will pay and who will subscribe to a plan, so they'll become our customers over there. So now comes geolocation over here. So default, it is taking my IP address over here. So if I put some other IP address, it will fetch those details as well. Sorry. Okay, so it is, as you can see, I have given an IP address over here. I have selected go. So it is fetching all the details like the country name, the time zone, the language they are speaking, also the currency they are using, and IP name, as well as the IP address they'll fetch. And apart from that, we do have geofencing. As Chandra explained to you earlier, we can block countries from here. It's one of the very unique feature we are having. We can schedule for the time being, for that particular time period, for which period we can block that particular country. And after that, we can also allow once we are done, and also we can block those countries permanently as well. So this is one of the attribute over here. Going further down, I do have reports. So if I click on user conversion reports, so people who were visitors and then who converted to customers, they can see it from here. And apart from that, we do have IP reports as well. So in IP reports, if I select country, any of the country, if I select, just a second. It is getting downloaded. Sorry.
Yeah.
See, see, you can see it is fetching you the details over here. Whatever we are requesting from the IP report, the country name, the currency, and the language, it is fetching from here. So going further. Okay. So these are the reports which we are showing it over here. And apart from that, we can download it from any of the formats which we want. We can do it from CSV, XLS, whichever format we want, we can do that. Apart from that, we can also see the user demographic report and also visitors and country-wise report also we can fetch. Going forward, like we do have heat map, which will be taken over by Chandra again. So Chandra, can you just...
Yeah. So as you already mentioned, we have heat maps where we would capture users movement on the screen and also number of times the user is scrolling the screen from top to bottom, and also we would capture the navigation flow of the user, so that this would help the brand or a business owner to do target marketing and do some ad promotion there. And moving on to click fraud would help the business owner to stop any suspicious activity from a unknown IP address, and he'll have all the logs available so that he will be aware of those IP addresses going forward. And so yeah, that's it. We are done with the product. But so just to add on, O-Tracker will give the user details from explicit locations or regions, so that brands or businesses would be able to do ad marketing, and which would help them to grow their revenues. So yeah, so I'm confident that O-Tracker will rock the internet, as Malik and Ash mentioned. So that's it, Ash, you can take it over.
Thank you so much. If you, I was hoping we can see the heat map image, but because maybe,
Yeah.
can you click there? Like the, okay.
Okay, so Ash,
That's okay.
So once we have the user traffic,
Okay,
then
that's fine, no problem, because we need to have a live actual. So I get it. I thought the demo, because I was blown away myself on that, but I don't know if everybody was able to see the intensity of the tracking that Sukriti was sharing, and statistics. That's unheard of. Another thing, if anybody spot what I see, have you seen the quality of the design, the colorful, the how slick it is? Perfection. I love it. I have to tell you what, thank you so much. Everybody in the office at this time or home, no matter who's a part of Onpassive, we owe this to you. This is definitely a game changer. I can tell you that. So thank you so much, Chandra and everyone. I'm blown away. I wish we could talk about this all day long, but this is more techie, and I will translate that into money, okay, when we're done. I think we're done sharing, right? Again, this is available in the back office.